Ken, we're going to go out to dinner tonight?
Absolutely.
How large were you talking? You know, there's a place here. It's $600 a piece, and it's a taster's menu. And we just sit and we enjoy ourselves like gentlemen.
I love tasting things.
You only go around once, you know.
And for an extra $200, a girl comes in and gives you a handy. A very quick handy. In my case, it'll be quick. Fez, she'll be working all night. Nothing? Nothing?
I'll just take the taster's menu, thank you.
I'll have to fucking just tape a David Beckham picture to his forehead but so he could finish. I tried to think of someone the gay boys like. I couldn't come up with anybody.
That's a good one.
That one worked?
Yeah.
I almost said Robbie Williams. And I go, wait a minute, what are we doing this show in Manchester? Does everybody I remark on have to be in England?
Speaking of eating, I think I ate ants today. Because I got a box of donuts. I was hungry for donuts, so I...
Were you pretending you were eating ant?
No.
Have you ever run a batch thinking about Anthony? Don't even...
Anyway, I was having donuts.
Don't even tell me.
So I had 2 donuts out of the
What a
box.
shock. You get up in the morning and have 2 donuts like they were vitamins.
And then I...
Gotta take my daily vitamin. This one's Boston cream.
That's my medicine. So I look in the box, just crawling with little tiny ants. So I'm pretty sure I've eaten ants today, and I'm really grossed out about it.
How you living in that filthy apartment on Retard Island? I'm sure you're eating all kinds of stuff over there. I'm sure there's mice shit in half your stuff.
It's not a filthy apartment. I keep it very clean. I've never seen an ant in that place before. And now I'm wondering, did the box of donuts come with ants? Or do I have ants crawling somewhere that I just can't see?
You're like some big zoo animal that doesn't even care that there's insects all over your food.
You're just fucking aardvark.
You're just eating away. How do you get those ants? You have to hit them far away with your tongue? Just sucking them up off there?
No, just leave donuts sitting there and they'll crawl on them for you. So I'm just all gnarled out.
I swear to God, I just looked up at your eye. I thought I saw an ant crawling around on the inside.
Ew.
Because
No.
they do not die in your body. They crawl inside.
How would they not die in my body?
They can live for a while. They're insects. It's like, for them, it's like being in a bat cave.
I'm just filthy and itching now.
You know what that's going to lead to? Ringworm.
I don't need that in my life.
Later, we'll see Fez with his legs up, just dragging his ass down, up and down the carpet.
I got the worms.
God, you're filthy, man. What are you doing? You're eating insects?
Yes. And didn't even seem they were real tiny ants. Which creeped
What are you,
me-
an Aztec, where you think this is good food?
Where I'm like, and I'm looking at them and I'm going, are they even ants? At first I thought, what are those crumbs on there? Wait a minute, those crumbs are moving.
It's so disgusting.
And now I'm all itchy and I feel like I got ants in my throat.
You probably do.
I know, but it feels like they're starting to nest in there.
I'm sure you probably got the queen. That's what you did.
God.
You got a queen ant.
I hate it when I eat something I'm not supposed to.
How'd you pick it up, with your snout?
No, with my paw.
Oh. When you're eating honey, do you suck all those bees into when once you get in the hive?
Then spit them out like a machine gun? I try not to eat insects. If I ever do, it's by accident.
Filthy bastard. Hey, David, you're on Run of Fez.
How is it possible, Fezzie, that you didn't even notice that there were ants on the first donut, but only on the second?
It takes 2 donuts for this son of a bitch to wake up.
I didn't even notice them on the second till I went to the box again.
Excellent. Have a good
This
morning.
is filthy.
Be quiet, David.
Seriously, that's filthy talk.
And then I just had the panic scream of throwing the box of donuts into a garbage bag, trying not to get them on myself, running around the kitchen screaming and running down the hallway to the garbage chute. Leaving a trail of ants everywhere.
The garbage chute, that, you mean your throat? Is that what it is?
No.
Were you eating out of the trash?
And I'm a clean person.
Sure you are, maggot.
I bathe, I do my dishes, I put food away.
Where do you bathe? Down in the stream, right, every year? Hey, it's getting late November. It's time for somebody to hibernate.
I am not a bear eating sweet ants. And I shouldn't have to say that?
Yeah.
That shouldn't come out loud.
Hey, Franco, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Ants are supposed to be really high in protein. I thought that'd be perfect for a Fez. He likes protein.
Hey, let me tell you, Fez gets plenty of protein.
I don't need any ants. Wait a minute.
It's guzzling jizz like it's coming out of a garden hose. Last thing he needs is to add a couple ants to that.
Well, that was blunt.
Was it? I thought it was subtle. I thought that was one of the jokes that I sneak in. I thought it worked.
I'm just itching. So I don't know where they're at. You know, I know they're in the donut box, and I didn't have time this morning to start scrubbing everything down and ant hunting to start looking for them. So I have no idea. It's just one of those things where I have to throw out everything in the kitchen now.
Well, let me tell you something, Top Cat. You're going to live in a trash can. You're going to get some ants. Some mealworms are going to be in there, too.
I do not live in a trash can. I live in a nice apartment.
Hey, Tom.
Two bedroom, two bath.
Tom, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
I would rather eat 20,000 ants than some guy's man juice out of his tool.
What does that have to do with anything today, Tom?
He's just saying. He's just saying.
Watch it out.
Hey, all right. Let me ask Earl here. Earl, how many ants would you eat before you did a shot of man juice?
He's
I bet
thinking. He's thinking.
Is it more than 10?
I'd rather eat the ants.
100 ants.
You know how weak my stomach is.
Yeah.
Feed me the ants before I
1,000 ants.
Before I drink some man glue.
I didn't say right out of it. I'm saying right out, like out of a shot glass, like a gentleman.
There is nothing that would make me want to do that.
Then you're just getting ants the rest of your life.
Just to have a nice big shot glass or jigger.
White people.
I said jigger.
Of black people.
And then you just yell, "Here's to the Queen," and you down it, and you're on your way.
And you'd never have to eat another ant again.
No, your ant-eating days are behind you.
That's tempting.
And it could be a celebrity too, Earl.
No.
Billy D. Williams.
Never.
Smooth. That would go down so smooth.
That's not like malt liquor.
I ain't saying you got to do it with Fitty, which would almost be like oatmeal. So much testosterone.
Chunky style.
Ants in my pants and I need to dance. The Fez Watley morning story. Hey, Charlie, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, guys. Listen, I don't understand why we're attacking Fez. We all know he has a fiancé in Canada.
Absolutely. I think the reason some people do those jokes is because it's so preposterous that it's hysterical.
It borders on the absurd. Thank you, Charlie.
Here's Bob. Bob, you're on Run and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, okay, buddy. Hey,
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah.
Love you in a non-gay way, of course, but hey, Fez, repeat after me. I'm not an animal. I'm human.
I am not an animal. I'm human.
Lie.
It's true.
Humans don't sit there eating ants.
Check my DNA.
Oh. Where is that, on the back of Earl's shirt? Now, why are you mad at me, Earl? You see we're all in here having fun.
I like just being in an ant-free environment.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Now I gotta go home and just wonder when bugs attack.
You're all right now, Fez, right? You just ate some ants. Some insects.
I feel stupid for eating ants.
You want a mealworm with that? Couple
No.
of maggots?
Oh, God. I'm just trying to think of... And I'm thinking, I'm lucky this was ants. What if it was roaches?
Hey, David, you're on Run and Fez.
Yeah, those ants are called piss ants. They are looking for all that sugar in Fez's tank.
That is true. You ate some piss ants today.
Why are they piss ants? I have
You know
no
why.
idea where that name came from.
Oh, yes, you do.
They were
Yes, you
tiny,
do.
though.
You know, you're acting like you're too good for Eastside Dave. I don't think you're good enough for him.
This has nothing to do with his drunken behavior.
I think Fatty Pneumonia is lucky enough to have Eastside Dave to hang out with. I got an email from a couple people yesterday that was going, if any other guy was telling this story, it would be like, oh, here's the funny thing my friend did when he was drunk. Fez tells the story like a mom would. And I'm like, you know what? That is true.
Because it's a pain in the ass.
But when you go out drinking at a bar, this is what you expect. There's going to be some scrapping. Your friend's going to do something stupid.
I don't need any of that. I do enough stupid things myself.
Like eating ants?
That was one of them, and that wasn't even drunk. Oh, God, if I was drunk, the whole box would have been gone.
I just want you to get away from this Orange Juice Diva nickname that you picked up for yourself, and also the fatty pneumonia stuff. I wanted to get away with it. I'm tired of that.
Me too.
You were called that as a child, right?
That was a mean childhood nickname because I wasn't allowed to go out to play. I had a weight problem and, suffered from many lung infections along the way.
So many of your friends are worried about you. Your good friend Paranoid put together a song about your boyhood days, Fez, when the neighborhood kids nicknamed you Fatty Pneumonia, and here it is.
Fatty pneumonia!
Fatty pneumonia! Fatty pneumonia! Fatty pneumonia!
Fatty pneumonia!
Fatty pneumonia! Fatty pneumonia! Fatty pneumonia!
Fatty pneumonia!
Fatty pneumonia never left the house.
All the neighborhood kids used to scream and shout. Hey, look at Fatty staring out the window again. Fatty always had food, but he never had friends. Mama never let him out. 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 He was always too sick to go out and play.
Fatty pneumonia!
One day, Fatty made love to a cupcake.
Fatty pneumonia!
One day, Fatty made love to a cupcake.
Fatty pneumonia!
Fatty made love to a cupcake.
Fatty pneumonia!
Fatty
Fatty made love to a cupcake. Fatty made love to a cupcake.
Fatty pneumonia!
All right, and some of the folks at ronfez.net have been putting together children's books, Fezzie, about you, which I think is just the sweetest thing. Ken, have you been a part of this at all on ronfez.net?
No, I haven't mastered Photoshop yet, so I'm still working on typing, and
yeah, I've never pulled off the Photoshop either. I don't understand it.
Never in my life, and I understand a lot of these like to have their mean covers.
I don't know if they're mean. I think they're just kind of fun. Give us the sad music as we talk about. From ronfez.net, here are some of the Fatty Pneumonia children's books, all in honor of Fez. The first one, Fatty Pneumonia and the Goblet of Fudge. What Uncle Jack Put in My Milk by Fatty Pneumonia.
These are all true stories.
Fatty Pneumonia and Kiddie Pool Pushover.
It's a bad day.
Fatty Pneumonia and I Can't Sit Down with a Light Bulb Up My Ass. Some of these, I don't know.
That doesn't even make sense. That's not how the doctor checks you.
You try sitting down that way. Fatty Pneumonia and Lord Have Mercy. That hurts.
Yeah. Painful. Painful memories coming back.
Fatty Pneumonia and Kitty Shit in My Sandbox Again. I don't even know if that's right for children.
Yeah, I had an indoor sandbox.
How about this one? I think this one might work for you. Fatty Pneumonia, Life in the Fat Land. No.
No. Nothing.
Fatty Pneumonia, Pants Puppet Peekaboo. I don't know.
I had to make my own friends as a child. Make up friends.
Fatty Pneumonia, Teabag Terrors.
Mostly night terrors.
This one, it seems to say it all. Fatty Pneumonia is Fat Friar Fuck.
That's just awful.
I don't know. Days of Dozing, Nights of Rest, the Fatty Pneumonia story.
A lot of sleepy days when I would be medicated. A lot of NyQuil got handed out to me.
Fatty Pneumonia's Blubber Boy Blues.
Sad. And mean.
Fatty Pneumonia, and Fatty Pneumonia wins. Just kidding.
Oh, I thought that was finally going to be a nice one. Maybe a Fatty Pneumonia story with a happy ending.
Pies on the Windowsill Never Last for Fatty Pneumonia.
That would be the closest I came to getting outside.
Putting it in your mouth isn't shameful if you imagine it's food. The fatty pneumonia story.
Scary. Some of these, I think they're too adult for kids.
Yeah. And finally, I injured my head on my pillow by fatty pneumonia.
We had very hard pillows. And I was sickly. A lot of days I just didn't even get out of bed to get to that window to look outside and see the other children.
What if your mom put a pie up there to cool? I bet you would have been out of that bed in a heartbeat. Just throwing some ants on it like seasoning and off you go.
Wouldn't put ants on there. Although sometimes you don't wait long enough for a pie to cool. You're going to get some nasty burns.
Hey, Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how you doing, fellas?
Cool in the gang, my friend.
Ron, not Ron. Fez, I think you've been a little bit discriminating. Now, you say you won't eat ants, but I bet you eat a whole bunch of uncles. Punching out, guys.
See you later.
We had one bad uncle in the family. One.
One bad uncle don't spoil the whole bunch. I think the Osmond brothers put that best.
He tried to soil the whole bunch, but other than that, then he was sent back to Canada finally.
Fatty pneumonia and used my face as a urinal.
No kid wants to read that story.
Some kids. I'm sure some kids.